ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
Look, so much was said about Mr. Kirk, and I had my dealings with him, and he came after me.
Did he?
And I got it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, he DM'd me. He didn't like me, and I encountered.
You got a DM from Charlie Kirk?
Yes, I did. He didn't like something I said. He said, "You'll regret this, Bruce Wayne." And I came out and said, "My God, he didn't deserve to die like that. If you shooting Charlie Kirk, you're worse than Charlie Kirk, because he never shot an unarmed man." I got so much hate from the right and the left for that comment, but the reality is. Oh, yeah. People on the right hated me for saying, "What do you mean he's worse than Charlie Kirk?" And people on the left were like, "Nazis deserve to die." And I'm like, sorry, man, I'm not down. I'm not down with shooting unarmed people just yet. I don't really, that's not the side I want to be on. But here's the thing about Charlie Kirk, right, that I didn't hear in the media or anywhere. Every racist thing this guy said, he really said it, and they're denying he ever said it. And you know what? Because of his death, that means that his racism and his xenophobia and anti-woman stuff is going to be amplified. And those quotes are going to be stapled to his obituary for all time. His kids are going to grow up and know every shitty thing their dad ever said about the less fortunate and how deeply he punched down. And this guy was only 31 years old. And he's never going to get a chance to balance that out. I've known white people who have grown, and this kid is never going to get a chance to watch Trumpism fail and lose some arguments and lose his funding and get humility and try to build his life up again. He's never going to get to have a black friend or a transgender friend or an immigrant friend or a gay friend to open his mind, open his heart. He's frozen in that primitive, bigoted space because he was well compensated for normalizing racism to white college students and white people in their 20s. That was his gig. That's why he was paid. And he did it. And now he never gets to escape it. Now, all that bigotry that the right wing is denying, well, their worship of him will pass away. They're going to forget this like they forgot Benghazi. They exploited those 4 dead men in Benghazi and never learned their names. When they can't get any more mileage out of this gruesome murder, they'll still miss him, but they'll move on to some other kind of hate.
I think you're wrong, and you're wrong because they already are shifting the narrative, and they have a president.
Well, even if
they have a president that can go after individuals like you and me, who can go after the media and sue like he just sued the New York Times.
Okay.
And they are sanctioned now by the person that also controls the military. This is different.
I know, I'm with you. But again, like if they care, like my prayer is that maybe some of these folks will want to do something to reduce gun violence now that someone
they're going to double down. They want more. They want more because it goes back to what you're saying. No, but John, it goes back to what you're saying.
It's still the same tragedy.
But they're not happy. So unhappy people. There's a fable of kill my. And I wanted to start the show with this. Kill my neighbor's cow. Have you seen this?
I have. Yeah.
You've heard it, right?
Great.
So it's basically I don't have a cow. My neighbor has a cow. The cow is wonderful. Instead of going out and getting a cow in the middle of the night, this person goes over and kills their neighbor's cow because they don't have. This is America, right? So instead of working, because it's work. It's work on yourself to be better. It's work, therapy, whatever you got to do. Find your space. It's work people aren't willing to do, so they'd rather burn the whole damn thing down. Kill the cow.
It.
I can't play the piano, but you have a piano. I'm going to that Rosewood. That scene, John Singleton.
That's right.
Don Cheadle plays, he's a piano. And they come in as they're decimating, and they go, "These N-words have a piano." And the man said, "You don't even play the piano." "I don't care." They take the piano. I'm saying, this is America. So and I think we're underestimating the level of.
But even if that's true, I agree with you. But even if that's true, Charlie Kirk is never going to get to change. He's never going to get to balance out the stuff he did. And I'm hoping that maybe these guys will care about guns. But at the end of the day, I wrote this book because caring for the less fortunate is what Jesus preached, and it's also good economics. The first 2 years of Joe Biden's presidency proved this. You pour money down to the people on the bottom, and they will spend it and stimulate the local economies instead of doing the Republican way of giving it to the rich and they move it all to the Caymans. Look at how we had the lowest childhood poverty in history in 2021. I mean, government policies got us into this, and Biden proved government policies could get us out if we wanted to get out of it. This is the message of Jesus. We saw it in COVID. Hey, maybe having undocumented immigrants who are working have health care is good for all of us. Like we're all interconnected. And what happens to those on the bottom does affect the rest of us. Punching down is lethal in politics, Christianity, and comedy. It just doesn't work. Mm-hmm. And if Jesus proves anything, it proves that focusing economically on helping the least of us is good for all of us. The Republicans have had 45 years to show that making the wealthiest Nazarenes richer doesn't trickle down.
Amen. John Fugelsang is here. Separation of Church and Hate is his new book.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not beg.